Bond. James Bond.
For decades, Hilton has become the backdrop for countless iconic movie scenes. Why? Because the brand has become a household name, instantly recognizable the world over. But its impact goes far beyond the silver screen. Always on the lookout for new ideas, Hilton was quick to jump on innovations introduced by others, polish them up, and scale them to global success. Let's look at how Hilton Hotels and Resorts has been benefiting from this for over a century. It all started when Conrad Hilton bought his first property in 1919. It was the 40-room Mobley Hotel in Cisco, Texas. Though he originally planned to buy a bank, fate had other plans. That little hotel, neither grand nor elegant, became the beginning of an empire. Over the next several decades, Hilton expanded rapidly. In 1943, it became the first coast-to-coast hotel chain in the U.S. In a few years, Hilton began spreading its wings globally, starting in Mexico. Fast forward to today, Hilton Hotels and Resorts is one of the most well-known names in the hospitality industry, synonymous with luxury and global presence. With a diverse portfolio of 24 brands, it operates over 8,400 properties across 140 countries and territories. Over 3 billion guests have been welcomed and served throughout Hilton's long history. Despite fierce competition from Marriott, IHG, Hyatt, and Accor, Hilton thrives, consistently ranking as one of the top global hotel brands. One of the reasons for the brand's success is the continuous drive for innovation. From his first days in business, Conrad Hilton pushed the company forward, always searching for ways to better serve guests. So now Hilton is known as the first hotel to put televisions and telephones in its rooms, long before those became standard. In cases like this one, Hilton was a pioneer. However, in other instances, the brand took innovations introduced by others and scaled them to new heights. One shining example is Hilton investing millions to install air conditioning in all of its hotels. By the way, that bold move had an unexpected outcome, turning Hilton hotels in Chicago and New York into year-round convention hotspots. But perhaps Hilton's most groundbreaking achievement of that time? The multi-hotel reservation system, a game-changer that transformed the way we book stays. And again, the credit for the first reservation system goes to Westin, with its hotel type introduced in 1947. But it was Hilton that made the first attempt to coordinate bookings across multiple properties. At that time, booking a hotel was made with crossed fingers and a hopeful phone call, or many calls, since guests and travel agents had to contact individual hotels to check availability. And of course, reservations were handled manually in giant books, and it was a complete mess, because nothing says efficient like flipping through 300 pages while a guest waits on the line, right? Those endless back-and-forth calls often resulted in miscommunication, overbookings, and missed opportunities if a nearby Hilton had vacancies. At the same time, when American Airlines was working on automating the air booking process, Hilton developed the Inter-Hilton hotel reservation system. Launched in 1948, it helps staff manage all bookings through one central office. In just a few years, Hilton introduced a new, semi-automated version, HILCRON, Hilton Central Reservation Office Network. Here's how it worked. Hotels submitted their available room inventory daily to a centralized reservation office in New York City. There, information for each hotel was recorded on a 30-foot whiteboard. A 90-day calendar was also displayed for each property with color-coded markers showing room status. 8 reservations clerks, each equipped with a 20-line switchboard, processed bookings from travel agents that came in via phone calls, teletype, and telegram. So you could now call one central number and ask for a room at any of the 28 Hilton hotels, a feature previously unheard of in the hospitality industry. If the requested space was available, the reservation could be confirmed at once. If a hotel was full, another nearby Hilton could be suggested for booking. Once the room was booked, the agent on the ladder would update the status on the board. Also, the confirmation was written in triplicate: one mailed to the caller, one to the hotel, and one filed at HILCRON. The efficiency of the system allowed the office to handle inquiries at a previously unimaginable speed, over 20,000 incoming calls per month. Sure, today's systems would process that in a few seconds, but back then, HILCRON was truly revolutionary. Once Hilton proved how much smoother the reservation process could be, other hotels started catching on. The technology didn't just evolve, it exploded. Sheraton became the first hotel chain to centralize and computerize its bookings. In 1958, it introduced Reservation, the industry's first automatic electronic reservation system. Then came Holiday Inn with Holodex, which was so efficient it stuck around for 47 years. Hilton only caught up with digitization in 1973, when it developed HILTRON. It was the industry's most advanced reservation referral and reporting system, with an uptime of 99%. Guests could now not only get information about room availability, but also book them together with transportation tickets. What once required color-coded calendars, ladders, and thousands of phone calls became an instant, seamless process. The HILTRON system worked for 26 years and was only replaced in 1999. Hilton entered the new millennium with a new, modern, $30 million central reservation system, HILSTAR. But let's do a quick rewind and explore a few other game-changing concepts that Hilton didn't invent, but definitely adopted and scaled. For example, Hilton likes to claim it pioneered the airport hotels with the opening of the San Francisco Airport Hilton in 1959. But aviation historians aren't buying it, saying Hilton's first is actually about 30 years late. The very first airport hotel opened way back in 1929 at Oakland International Airport. Hilton's real claim to fame? Reimagining the idea and scaling it worldwide. Now, the airport hotel isn't just a place to spend the night during a layover. Instead, in each of its airport properties, Hilton delivers a unique local experience through design, food, and service, so they can compete with downtown hotels. Similarly, Hilton didn't introduce female-only hotels, but its 1965 Lady Hilton concept was a big hit with women travelers looking for comfort and security. It didn't last forever, though. After a while, what was once considered courteous started to seem a bit sexist. And of course, Hilton didn't invent hotel franchising, but it became the first upscale lodging company to develop this concept, which allowed the brand to expand worldwide without having to own every single hotel. In 1987, Hilton launched its first guest loyalty program, just a few years after Holiday Inn introduced this amenity to the hotel industry. Today, Hilton Honors is the industry superstar, boasting 210 million members worldwide. Just like other major brands, Hilton has always been actively involved in key industry affairs. One big example is ThisCo, the Hotel Industry Switch Company. The thing is that up until late 1980s, managing distribution was a huge problem. Hotels had to manually update availability and rates in different channels, mainly global distribution systems, or GDSs, 7 at that time. So in 1989, 16 major hotel brands united to fix this mess, Hilton among them. That's how UltraSwitch was developed, a single electronic interface that linked hotel reservation systems to the GDSs. Since then, the switches, or as we call them now, channel managers, update room availability and pricing automatically across all distribution channels. No more manual data entry and mismatched rates, all accurate and in real time. The timing was perfect. just as the world went online and distribution channels exploded. Hilton's own website was launched in 1995, putting them a few months short of owning pioneer status, the mantle shared by Hyatt Hotels and Promise Hotel Corporation. Well, actually, Hilton bought the latter in 1998, so technically it's one of the trailblazers. Since then, the tech race has only gained momentum, and Hilton was at the forefront. Chris Silcock, Chief Commercial Officer. At Hilton, our goal is to simplify the complex and digitize the simple. In 2003, all hotels jumped on the Wi-Fi bandwagon, and Hilton wasn't about to miss out. It immediately started extensively adding wireless high-speed internet to its hotels. A few years later, smartphone apps became the next big thing. The world started to go mobile on just about everything. One of the first hotels to launch a brand app. Hilton debuted in late 2009, but still not fast enough. Choice beat them to it by about 7 months. The Hilton app evolved over time, earning a few awards along the way. Among other features, the brand added the digital key that replaced plastic keys in hundreds of its hotels. Intercontinental was playing with this technology some 5 years before, but somehow it didn't work out, and the project was shut down. So Hilton was the first hotel chain to scale mobile key entry, making it mainstream, and travelers loved it. In just 1 year, the new technology opened 2 million doors. In 2024, Hilton reported a whopping 12.3 million digital keys downloads between January and August 2023. And it wasn't just focused on mobile tech. In 2016, Hilton introduced its cute robot, Connie, an AI-powered concierge. The adorable fellow, named after Conrad Hilton, was designed to understand human speech and assist guests with information about hotel amenities, local attractions, and dining options. But little Connie wasn't the first of its kind. The Japanese Henna Hotel had opened a year before, staffed entirely by robots. And just like Henna, the Connie project didn't quite take off. Though guests liked the novelty, it turns out that people still prefer a chat with actual human staff, and keeping robots running wasn't cheap. What did take off, though, was Hilton's Connected Room project. It turned guests' smartphones into an in-room remote for lighting, TV, and temperature control. This became possible thanks to the Internet of Things, a network of devices connected by in-room Wi-Fi. Over the years, Hilton added more perks like Netflix and iHeartRadio streaming services, scaling the connected rooms across thousands of rooms in hundreds of properties. Of course, Hilton keeps up with the time with its AI-driven personalization, wellness offerings, and sustainability initiatives. But what set it apart from competitors was its partnership with Voyager Space. Hilton was selected as a hospitality expert to design crew lodging and guest suites for Starlab's space station. Well, seems like it's taking hospitality to new heights. Literally. From transforming hotel reservations to exploring the future of space hospitality, Hilton's journey has been all about embracing new ideas and adapting to the times. It's a story of trial, error, and commitment to service, demonstrating that sometimes success is not about being the inventor, but about knowing how to make the invention work better and on a grander scale. If you're interested in the key hospitality players, check out our video about Marriott, another hotel giant, and keep following our channel for more deep dives into the evolution of travel.